A king was on a way to a war with the enemy kingdom. And back at home, before starting this thing, everyone, including his queen, warned him against this attack. Even the king himself was nervous because losing this could mean death and end of his dynasty. But not going to war also meant being attacked any which way. So while feeling nervous but keeping his faith on, he started upping the preparation for the battle. And due to that preparation and development of new kinds of weapons, they were really kicking it out of the park. So they were fighting valiantly and their win was almost guaranteed. And then one of his commanders, bribed by the other side, turned around and toppled the entire equation. So the king lost the battle and was caught to be beheaded. But the other king took a liking to the war capabilities and the intelligence of this king, and he got actually the deceitful commander executed instead of the king, and gave the king his kingdom back along with uniting forces with him to defend that entire region. So if you don't take that step out of the fear of uncertainty, you may anyway lose. But if you take a step with faith, you have at least a chance of surviving. Now, like this king, we may not have situations in which we'll die or get decapacitated or anything of that sort, but we just exaggerate the consequences in our head and do not take those steps in our life when we feel this fear of uncertainty. So let's look at the step-by-step formula on how, just like that king, you can overcome this fear and win this fear of uncertainty. So the first thing that I like to do as every time is defining this fear. So it is the discomfort that arises out of not fully knowing what's ahead. And such is the nature of life. We don't always fully know what's ahead of us. But when we do not know what is ahead of us fully, there is a discomfort that arises out of that situation, and that's the fear of uncertainty. And why does this happen? The reason why this happens is because unfamiliar or unknown is instinctively tagged as entirely auto-negative inside our head. So let me explain what I mean by this. So the moment you feel that you do not know something or you're unfamiliar to something, your brain has this tendency to automatically tag it entirely as auto-negative. So what is not known is completely negative. How is that a fact? That's just a feeling that we get. Maybe what is not known could also be a source of positive. But since we do not know, and since we are comfortable where we are, or so the brain likes to convince us that we are comfortable where we are not allowed, or we find it difficult to take on that fear and take that step. Since, as I said, what is unknown is automatically tagged as negative, which may not be factually accurate. So how do we then overcome this fear? How do we overcome this fear and do what we're supposed to do? What you have to understand here is, when you take on what is uncertain, sure, you may get hit. There's a possibility for that. To say that you will not get hit, you will definitely be victorious, is trying to push it too hard. There is a high chance, or maybe a good chance, that you will get hit. But have faith. Have faith on either the fact that you will prevail over the struggle, or your spirit will prevail over the struggle you may meet, or have faith that in the end you will be taken care of. Yes, you may get hit, you may get hurt, things may go against you, things may work against you, there may be so many unfortunate things you may meet on the way, but have that faith that eventually, after all this will pass, you and not the situation will prevail over you. have the faith that you will prevail, either by your spirit winning over the situation or the faith that you will somehow be taken care of by whatever force you believe in. Now, what do I want you to do as a practice? Test that step you haven't been taking for a while and see how it feels. I'm not saying take it on today. I know that this is a very big fear and you cannot jump at it on day one. So start testing the waters and see how it feels. Maybe as you test, you may feel a little bit more comfortable as you start becoming familiar with this situation that you felt uncertain about. But I maintain my point again. Yes, you may get hit on the way, and I'm not denying that, but have the faith that you will prevail over the end. So friends, if you watched it until here and if you like this video and if you're about to practice what we have talked here, please like, share and subscribe so that this content may reach out to someone that is truly in need of. And if you liked it, please go ahead and also comment and let me know how exactly you're going to change this for yourself. Thank you so much. You have a good day.